Well, hello there everyone, Simon here with another episode of Andor, the last one of this arc, and wow, last episode was very heavy. We got the Gorman massacre and it was just about as brutal as I think any of us could have expected. And, you know, I don't really know what else there is to say. We obviously bid farewell to Cyril Khan, who fell during the battle, again after realising all of the secrets that were being held from him, all of the, shitty things that just have been going on, behind the scenes. Even him, the most loyal and ardent of, Empire fans, just couldn't live with the lies. He didn't have to anyway, because he's dead. But obviously his mum thinks that he died a hero. She's going to hate the rebellion because she thinks that they killed her son. And that's again how they get people. They produce this whole thing to turn the galaxy against the rebellion. And the worst thing is that the Gore people didn't even know why. They didn't even know why this happened. They had no idea about the minerals below the ground. They just knew about the mining equipment when it was too late. And so now they've got no idea why their planet has been sacrificed. And that's a real tragedy. So this episode is going to be the fallout, quite clearly. It's how people are going to react. Mon Mothma, I think, is about to give her speech, her famous speech in the Senate. And then we presume that she's going to have to be swept away. And also we might get K2SO at this point. Because, he got extracted from Gorman. So I don't think I'm going to speak too much about it, because as you can see, kind of up in the corner here, it's getting daylight. And, I don't think there's much chance of me getting sleep tonight. But hey, it is what it is. So, yeah, let's watch the last episode number 9 of this arc.
Okay, well, at this point, anything is possible, but they've gone too far, and we all know it.
Yeah.
We need to speak out.
And we know she makes a speech.
Speak the truth.
Again, if you've seen Secret Cargo, the Rebels episode,
we need an exit plan, and we need to make it now while we still have the time.
you know what happens next.
That's not the issue.
They're calling an early session at the Senate. If she speaks, we need to
That's
be
the
ready.
knife that's in
Keeping
Luthen's
you a journalist.
cane that people thought was a lightsaber.
So it's a private thing, something I wouldn't understand.
Don't think they would let
Can I
him go so
guess?
easily.
You're tired. It's too much. It's too hard. You were a witness to the Gorman massacre. One would think there'd be no stopping you. The
Yeah.
senator you'll be saving is about to risk everything, putting a voice to the atrocity.
So he's going to
You
get
just
her out.
survived.
He's going to take Mon Mothma,
Tell her you're done.
When have
presumably to meet the Rebel transport, that then goes to meet the Ghost. Here's Luthen for the first time in this arc. God, that's ballsy, right outside the Senate building.
All this time?
He's protected you in ways you'll never know.
Isn't that wonderfully cryptic? Who else am I trusting that I shouldn't?
Is he?
Everyone?
He's working for Luthen.
Well, let me guess, in the end, it's only you I can trust. Is that it?
Tonight, that's true.
He's going to help get her out through Cassian.
Bail Organa's team is corrupted.
How quickly you decided he was a risk. How quickly all that
If you
happened.
go with Bale's plan, you'll be in a cell before sunset.
It makes me quite a risk, doesn't it?
Oh, she's worried that he's going to take her out.
Than anything.
Because he's cold-blooded.
By secrecy, haven't we?
I'm not sure I've felt this betrayed in my life.
Uh,
I've had some experience.
he's been with her for a while. But he is in Rebels with her. So unless they're retconning that, she does forgive him.
When did you start?
I think.
After the wedding,
Ah.
2 years.
We'll take care of that today.
You stayed here long enough.
I'm not finished yet.
They're gonna find you, Luthen.
You act as if we had a choice.
I guess, yeah, because when they realise that
Eventually they'll
Mon
hang us
Mothma's
both.
with the rebellion,
Okay.
they'll talk to the driver,
Of course, the first
find
time
out
we met.
who she speaks to regularly.
For yourself.
And that's him.
You see no truth in that? Dale's people might be there already.
And if she gets arrested?
But if Bale's people are corrupt and they know to go to Yavin, how does the Empire not know to go to Yavin? Unless it's just they don't have a destination to go.
Hello? Next year, in Yavin.
Take care of yourself, Bale.
So I can only assume that they've been given coordinates to meet up somewhere before going to Yavin. Because, I mean, that's what happens in Rebels.
Shit out of this place.
You said shit. You said shit in Star Wars. That's a word we use.
Immediately following this session, we shall submit a list of our fallen Imperial patriots.
Oh, God.
Martyrs who gave everything.
Right in the middle of the memorial for the Imperials, she's going to challenge it.
A list that even now grows longer.
Line 2. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
She's the agent.
What are you doing?
Ah, so it's just the one. It's not all of them.
Talking to?
It was work.
Show me that.
No. You're dead.
He clearly and repeatedly used the word emergency.
They're using their own words against them. Playing politics.
I am invoking Article 17252 and yielding the floor to the senior senator from Chandrilla.
Shut down the Senate feed.
We've certainly all had our patience and tempers tested in pursuit of our ideals.
Oh, he's been locked out.
As we might. I am hoping
Was that Cassian's doing?
will vouch for my credibility. The distance between what is said and what is known to be true has become an abyss.
It's locked. Why is
Propaganda.
It's supposed to be.
it? It hasn't been locked all year.
We know, we fixed it.
What?
Open it. You need the sequence key.
Oh my goodness.
We took it up to the security office yesterday.
Again, I love it. They've just used protocol against them.
Of
They
all
fixed the
things
door.
at risk, yesterday, on Gorman was unprovoked genocide.
Yeah. There it is.
Yes, genocide. The monster Eve helped create. The monster who will come for us
Is
all
the Emperor.
is Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, she got it out just in time.
We're here to help you.
She doesn't need
Let's move ahead.
Oh, yep. Okay.
What are you doing?
Shut up! Back off! This is an ISB authorized arrest. Call your supervisor now. Back away! That means you.
Well, that didn't quite go to plan for them.
Rebel spy!
Erskine. Oh. Oh, I thought Erskine was going to die then. I was like, what?
You killed that woman.
Yeah, she was pointing a gun at you.
We need to get to the rear loading dock. There's a ride waiting for us.
I'm not sure I can do this.
To the rebellion.
Yeah.
The loading dock.
Welcome to the rebellion. Oh, here's the stormtroopers. I love the uniform, the Senate Guard uniform.
Chlorette! Chlorette!
What are you doing?
We found her! And who are you?
Ah, he's dead.
Look at me!
Come on. Come on.
Give me your hand.
Poor Cloris. I thought he might actually try and help.
Colonel Yularen on line 3.
Yularen's gonna give him a fucking talking to. He's like, why did I have to be the one on call today?
Who belongs to this?
I think that's mine.
Oh, Melchi. He's here. Can't forget Melchi, you know. Will.
Trying to save the day.
He got out.
He needs a real doctor.
And he got out with the girl.
There's a ship waiting. They want her to make a speech. They want her coming in with a Yavin escort.
That's how they're tying it into Rebels. She goes on that ship to meet the ghost. She does the other speech.
She survived the Gorman massacre. She'll fit right in.
She's part of the Gorman front.
We are not going to lock this in, any of this. That's the plan. Gold Squadron will deliver the Senator to Yavin.
Yeah, and it is Gold Squadron who's in secret cargo.
She's making a speech.
What is it?
Marion, leave.
It's funny how it's only been an episode and a half since they were together, but it feels like it's been weeks. That's how much has happened.
And I've done a lot. But I want this right here.
Oh, that makes me feel like something's going to happen to Bix. Because he's not going to have anything else to fight for otherwise. You know? Like, don't know why. She's gone. Yeah. She just left him.
It is a choice. It just can't be me. I can't be the reason you leave here.
Ah, she did it to keep him with the rebellion.
I'd never forgive myself. We have to win. We have to...
Sacrificing love for the cause.
And I believe you have purpose in making that happen. I need to believe.
That encounter with the Force healer, I think, had more of an impact than he could have imagined.
And when it's done, when it's over, and we've won,
Oh,
we can do all the things we ever wanted.
sure.
Everything we know we've missed.
God, that would be a horrible thing if she survives. You know, that guilt that she'll feel.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in. The KX unit?
He's just got to go straight back to work. No time to mourn, no time to deal. But meet a new friend. Right, boot him up.
We have some protective goggles here.
In case of what?
I'll take a weapon.
Yeah. The goggles aren't going to do much. He saw what he could do on Gorman.
Hello.
Hello.
If I've offended you, I apologize. If not, I'd appreciate you pointing that elsewhere.
There's the humour. Oof, what a somber ending there. I mean, Cassian loses Bix. Not obviously to death or anything, but it may as well be. And again, that kind of... the guilt that she's probably going to end up feeling, knowing that he dies on Scarif. She presumably survives the rebellion. That's going to weigh on her for a long time. But again, the expected fallout. I like how they tied everything into Rebels. As I say, if you go and watch the episode Secret Cargo, season 3, I think it is, the crew of the Ghost pick up Mon Mothma from that Rebel transport with Gold Squadron, and she has just delivered the speech. So they have tied it all in. They've thought about it. But, you know, they got the initial speech in there with the Senate, and had an obviously a close escape. You know, poor Cloris, you know, just got shot, dead. After having sit in that car for so long, you know, all night. But again, it just showed you kind of the, I don't know, the preparation that goes into stuff like that. You know, the stand that she had to take, you know, the bravery that she has for making that speech. And also just how intricate the Empire's, intelligence services. They had people everywhere, bugs in the rooms, agents in, senators' teams. You just can't trust anyone at that point. But we're really in the end game. We really are now. Mon Mothma's, headed to Yavin. We're in the final arc. The rebellion is set up. KTSO is here. Bix is not part of the equation. She's not going to show up. I wonder how Luthen is going to tie into this final arc. Where do we go from here? What do we do for this final arc? We're out of trailer snippets, I think. All of the stuff that we thought was going to happen has happened. Like, every arc has been done. So where do we go from here with one BBY? Which could end up going straight into the events of Rogue One, which I think is what they said. It was going to end up tying right into Rogue One. So it's kind of crazy, but hey, a good ending episode there. Calmed it right down, gave us the fallout. Bit of an action, scene trying to get Mon Mothma out of the building, using Imperial regulations against the Empire. And then, the tragedy with Bix leaving at the end, choosing the rebellion. And I wonder if that conversation with the Force Healer had more impact on her than she realised. So anyway, it's quite late or / early. I'm going to get going and get what little sleep I can. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you for the next one.